Welcome! It took this horrific moment of darkness to wake us the fuck up. To our refusal as women to accept this new age of tyranny, where not just women are in danger, but all marginalized people.
Grab her by the pussy, take one.
Like throw in there.
Hi, I'm Trish Bendix. I'm editor-in-chief of Go Magazine, and I'm here to talk about nasty women, but we also have some dudes here too, so we're gonna be cool with that, right?
Say hi, Jacob.
Hello.
Great.
Hi, I'm Lauren Bedford Russell. I was on The Real L Word and most recently a documentary called Girl on Girl, and I'm here to hopefully direct you in a way that positively affects your life and those people around you.
Hi, I'm Laura Wise. I run Mothership, which is an online kind of hub for digital activism, and I also throw feminist events, the main one being Mothership Festival that happens in the fall in Southern California.
There's so few platforms to do these amazing things or create these amazing safe spaces.
I'm Amber from Amber's Closet. I'm an internet YouTube personality. I talk about LGBT topics, and I hope that I don't know.
We can make a change.
Yeah, I'm just out here just trying to make a change.
Right, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the I can do anything.
Hold on a second. Before we go any further, I need a fact check. Erin, just how many sexual assault allegations have there been against President Trump?
Okay, so let's look at the facts. Currently, Trump has at least 14 different sexual assault violations against him. Some of them are still in litigation, some of them have been debunked.
Okay, thanks for that. Back to our regular scheduled programming.
Okay, so let's talk about grabbing the puss.
Okay. So I guess we'll just start with the idea of the grabbing the pussy. I thought, like, how has it changed for you now that Trump is our president? He's officially in the White House, and he is the person that said such an insane and horrific thing that we now have to accept our president.
Yeah. I was really surprised with how quickly we reclaimed that as a community.
Tearing me apart. I knew that you were trouble from the start.
When he said those things and that came out, because the internet is so fast now and we can get that information so quickly, I was really surprised with how quickly we were able to say, like, hell no, we're not going to stand for this. You know, we're going to reclaim what you just said and actually use it against you.
I feel the same, actually. I was really happy about how we turned it into something. Like, the signs that I saw in the Women's March yesterday were amazing. One was, get your tiny orange hands off my pussy.
Look at those hands. Are they small hands? And he referred to my hands. If they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem. I guarantee.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, now that he's president, it's really scary.
Yeah.
You know, I think that I saw that as like the nail in the coffin. And the fact that it wasn't is shocking and really scary.
I felt the same.
Yeah.
Because I still to this day.
Yeah, and I think it's like trickled down. There's no way for it not to infiltrate our society, and that's what hurt. Every time something happened, we knew that little kids were listening, and men were listening, and young men were listening.
I mean, but like, what is it? It contributes to rape culture in such a specific way that so many people thought it was okay that he said those things and did those things, and that we still elect him as president.
No, I didn't say that at all. I don't think you understood what was said. This was locker room talk.
Yeah, and the fact that they didn't even say, like, they didn't really even come up with anything to push back on this that was at all reasonable, other than this is locker room talk.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay, so this is acceptable. That's what they're saying, and that's terrible.
Terrible.
But
I think our country in general is so mixed right now that the march was great, but you know, there's a lot of people that talk badly about it. You just like we're just kind of, we're broken apart right now, so it's kind of like we all need to educate on what the other half thinks and
Try to
really
figure out ways to
try figure
unite.
out, yeah,
Right?
ways to unite everyone.
well, that's then I think like an overwhelming positive, right? Is like now instead of being complacent, which we might have done had Hillary been elected, now it's sort of like we all are working towards something, actively coming together. I feel like more than ever, people that I know specifically that are gay that maybe never talked about it or thought it doesn't matter, it has nothing to do with who I am, are now very politically active about it, and it's the personal is political in a new way because we have to be.
Notes, I am not as nasty as racism, fraud, conflict of interest, homophobia, sexual assault, transphobia, white supremacy, misogyny, ignorance, white privilege.
So a lot of people that would be watching this would say, well, I am just one person, I can't do anything. What would you respond to?
You know, especially in America where so many people voted for Trump, which is like the most mind-blowing thing to me. I think is being reminded of how many people actually went and voted for this person. What would you encourage them to do? Like, how can they, you know, feel like they're making a difference or a change or putting some positive action to this?
I would say act locally, think globally. Do what you can within your immediate community, and definitely latch onto a cause that is super important to you and make as most impact as you can in that cause, because that's what you're going to stick with. If you're passionate about it, it's going to be a long-term thing, and that's kind of what feminism became for me. It's like, no, I'm like a dog with a bone right now. Like, this isn't something I'm going to let go.
I love that image.
Yeah. And also, I think participating with your community. I think that in terms of any movement, that like we gain solidarity when we move together, and I think that we also learn from each other and our ideas get stronger and more well-founded. So like if something bad happens to me, I can talk about that, but if something bad happens to me and you and all of our friends, well then that's a fucking story,
Right.
you know? And I think it's really important to every once in a while get out and do things like the march. And I think it also is really educational because a lot of people go out for one thing or another and they actually end up learning about, okay, so I'm here for women's rights, but I'm learning about Black Lives Matter. I'm learning about not drilling. I'm learning about, you know, all these various climate change,
different things, yeah.
you know, all this stuff happening, and it becomes an intersectional movement, which is so much more powerful. And so I think that working within a community is really important too.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So if you can join clubs or, you know, join organizations, anything, donate your time.
Do things like this.
Do things like this
Yeah.
with your friends.
Like,
There are definitely
you know, first of all, just having a conversation with one friend and changing their mind, I feel like is impactful, right? But if you just, like Laura was saying, if you just latch on to something that's going on within the community and build, you know what I'm saying, or support.
Yeah.
It's really about supporting the community. If you're out there, if you're even purchasing a ticket or just attending or anything, you're contributing to whatever, you know, the movement is. And so I believe that that's how we're going to, you know, be more impactful, is like the numbers, just supporting each other, promoting each other, and really just getting out there and doing it.
Sorry to interrupt, but I have a fact for you. We currently have 0 minutes left for this episode. So Rocco, you know what to do.
All right, check us out next time on Nasty Women Talk Back.